Hi, Tejinder. We're the scheduler group for our Comp 4945 project, and we'll just be demoing our project here. So we can just first go to the Employees tab, and then first create a new employee. So I can just simply just go. Then, as you can see, it created the employee Edwin here. And then we can first assign and shift to the employee from the shift button. And then, so by going here, we can enter, let's say, Monday shift. And then for the dates, we can just use October 11th. Then it would end on 02:30 p.m. So as you can see, a shift is added for Edwin Pun, and we can either edit the detail, check the detail of the shift, or delete it, and also just remove the employee as well. But we'll check that out later. And then we can then check the our database to make sure that Edwin is added. Okay. And yeah, so Edwin Pun is added, and then we can also just notice that the 7104 ID is also 7104, the ID is added to the employees table as well. And then once the employee is created, then we can look to create customer for our index here, and then we can just create and just for testing purposes, I've actually forgot to go, but just for testing purposes, I'll just be putting in digits here to make sure that digits are not allowed for name inputs. Rather, you're only allowed to put characters. So, let me see. Sorry. And then yeah, we can see that we can only enter characters. So if we add, yeah, and then we can see that Eugene got added to the customers tab. And then we can again check that here from the full names. And then in the full names, you can see Eugene Lee with C88 ending ID. And then, yeah, the C88 ID is added to the customers table as well. And then now, if we want to add a task assigned to that customer, we can assign the employee from the employee table, but that employee must have a shift that is appropriate for that, or that employee must have a shift that's assigned to the task, or matches the time that will be assigned. Matches to the time that the task will be assigned to as well. So we can see that for Edwin Pun, we can see that his Monday shift starts on October 11th to October 11th to 2:30 p.m. October 11th, 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And then if we go to customers and then go to Eugene Lee's task, then we can look to create a task for Eugene Lee. So let's say give Eugene medicine. And then, as we saw earlier, that Edwin Pun had a shift at October 11th. So let's say if we put October 10th and then ends on October 10th, then serve medicine. Then we can see that that shouldn't be allowed because Edwin Pun does not have a shift available or shift assigned to that date. So we can simply change this to a shift time that the Edwin Pun has. And then the service will get created for Eugene Lee, where Edwin will be assigned to it. And then for this, you can simply go to task. Shift employees. Service section. Yeah, and then Eugene Lee, the events gets the shift or the service got added to the events table as well. And then now that we can see that, we can also look to see a certain person's or a certain employee shift. So let's say if you want to see Edwin's shift that's available, we can just quickly just go to the shift tab and then just drag or pick their name from the drop down. And then we can see that this Monday shift that we added for October 11th is available, and then we can check it here. And then services can be created on a separate service tab. So we can just create a service tab here, and then we can just give the service name, let's say cleaning bathroom. And then we've always required that the input include service keyword at the end to make sure that it is a service that they're including. And the rate can be ranging from 15 to 30, but just for testing purposes, I'll be putting a wrong input. And then, yeah, our validation checks that the title must include the word keyword service at the end, and then the rate must be between 15 and 30. And then we can just create that service, cleaning bathroom service, yeah. And then we can also check this on the service table, where the service gets added, and then cleaning bathroom service, the rate is 30. And then if you were to delete this table, or delete this service, then it'll also get deleted from the database as well. And then if we want to send a monthly invoice for the customers, we can actually just send it monthly. However, since we can't show you invoice being sent on a PDF at a monthly time manner, we set it up so that we'll be sending a PDF at a minute interval. So if we go here, open our Gmail. Yeah, I did enter. So I think my recording got messed up when I was trying to show the PDF invoice being sent. So yeah, I'll just be going over the PDF invoice that gets generated monthly. So since our invoice, we can't really showcase that when it's being sent monthly. We've just set a minute interval where the email will get sent every time that when there's a task that's completed, that task will be included in the invoice and it'll get sent. So what we can do is we've actually created a dummy Gmail called just a Pepe Inc. And then we can just include that email or edit that email into Eugene Lee here. And then now that you have done this, and then we go to Eugene Lee, and then since we have a completed task available for Eugene Lee, then this invoice regarding it will get sent. But just for a another testing, since we missed it out on the first one, I'll just create a April shift here for Nicholas. 30 a.m. And then for the April shift, I can add it to Eugene Lee's task. April medicine project status. And then this can be between this and the 9:30. And then we can also type the keyword completed to show that it's completed. And Nicholas, check status. And yeah, so we have 2 tasks that's completed between March and April. And then we can see a monthly invoice being sent to them with these 2 tasks completed and included in the PDF. So if you go to here, you can see that the service medicine for Eugene Lee and the check status is included, as you can see. Service medicine and then check status, and then the invoice with the total will also get added. And then this will also be sent to the receiver as well. Yeah. And that concludes our demo.